should work. Is it going? Yeah, it is. Okay. Right. So, today is... Oh no, I just elbowed you in the face. I'm so sorry. Today is Monday, the 9th, I think. 9th?
My phone doesn't work. Okay, never mind.
Whatever, it's Monday. I think it's Monday the 9th.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We're doing pretty good. Last time we made our reflection video, we weren't super like. We had more than we said we did, and a couple people were like, "Oh, you might want to work on your story." You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because we were just talking about characters.
Oh yeah.
But at that point, we did have our story.
We did have like a general outline.
Yeah, and it's going really, really well. Now we're just writing the script, and it shouldn't take too long. We'll just like work this evening, and I think we'll be able to get it done. We
should have some decent draft by today.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
The hope is probably we'll share it with our mentors. I want to get one to Mr. Cummings as well.
Yeah,
I want him to look at it,
of course.
What else?
Should we talk about the story?
Sure.
Just to update people.
You can.
Okay, so there's these two characters. One of them, his name is Jay Lee, and the other one, his name is Austin. And so they both live together. And Jay Lee is like a shut-in, and he has really bad anxiety issues and all sorts of things like that. And so he can't really get a job or do anything like that, so he just kind of like stays in the basement of their house and just like does, kind of stuff all day. He's kind of like an artist, and he has a lot of projects, but he doesn't really like finish any of them, or they kind of don't go anywhere, so they're kind of weird. And then Austin, who is like the exact opposite of Jay Lee, and he's kind of like
the foil per se.
Yeah, the foil. He's the like first, outside, inside, last, like algebra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's the exact opposite of Jay Lee, and he's like boisterous and like fast and like outgoing, and he's he goes out, he has a job and whatever.
Yeah.
But Jay Lee basically just like lives in the basement.
So so the general outline of the plot is Austin comes home one day and kind of like he sees Jay Lee just kind of doing something ridiculous, and at that point he's like, okay, yeah, you need to get out of the house.
One of his like projects.
Yeah. One of his projects.
Yeah.
And so he like convinces him or forces him
to leave the house.
Yeah. Usually we're thinking like on some sort of errand, but we're thinking like there's some logistical issues with potentially filming in stores, but like we're thinking that
Mr. Cummings said that we should be okay though.
Yeah, he did.
We would just have to ask permission.
Yeah. So
yeah,
we're gonna have to talk about locations. Locations are another thing.
Oh yeah,
we've had a lot of trouble with locations.
Just because we just really don't have anywhere to.
Yeah, we're trying to sort that out now. But he goes to the store. He fails essentially, because it's kind of like he has an anxiety attack or something.
And he freaks out. Yeah. And on his way home.
Yeah.
On his way. Oh, we didn't say this already, but like, we're introducing this like dog. The dog is dog. We're introducing this dog in the movie, and at the very beginning, before anything happens in like the introduction, and he hits the dog. He ends up hitting the dog, and then there's like a crazy old person who like it gets really pissed at him because he hits the dog, and basically like kidnaps him because she's like, you hit my dog, and now I'm gonna make you like wait for the police or something like that, which is ridiculous because like you can't do that, and it's not illegal to like hit a dog. Like you can't be prosecuted or anything, I don't think. And if you like just hit a dog in the street, so whatever. But anyway, he's there in like this person's house, and he's freaking out because like this is like, they always say that like a good story is just that you take your characters and then you put them in like their worst nightmare scenario, and like that's exactly what this is for Jay Lee. And so he has to like get rescued by Austin basically, and then they try
a little escape.
Yeah, and they have to like bury the dog. They have to go. Jay Lee's like, we have to bury the whatever. It's
there's a little character arc there.
Yeah, there's a little character. Yeah, right. This is gonna be good. It's going pretty well. I really like the script so far.
All right. Yeah.
that's pretty good. I think
So, like a reflection, you want to come back and say, like, the whole process, is it, like, how do you feel about the script writing process? That's what I'm trying to say.
like where we're at, or just how do I
Like a reflection on it. Because, like, how is it, like, a hard process? Are we...
No, I think that I think spending as much time as we did developing the characters was incredibly useful because writing the script feels really natural.
Mm-hmm.
It feels pretty easy, and it's just like, not easy, but it's just like we know who the characters are and we kind of know what their tendencies are and like what they're gonna say, and it's natural. It flows really well, and that's why I think I'm liking it so much. It's really fun. Kind of screenplay writing is really liberating as like an author because it allows you to say what you want to say and like set the stage without having to go into like overwhelming detail.
Yeah.
So it's just like you can just kind of like you can just keep going. You know what I mean? You're not like writing a novel. You don't have to spend like 2 paragraphs like describing the room or whatever.
Yeah.
You can just kind of like move on, and
Yeah.
it's freeing. Yeah.
And the story is sort of the focus.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think it also depends on the screenwriter, though. Some writers really like to write it sort of like a novel. So I was looking at some interviews, and Quentin Tarantino comes to mind. When he writes his screenplays, he does write them as if they're novels, and puts like description in the script that you would never be able to put on film.
Yeah.
Or like some sort of thought.
Yeah.
That like a character has. So I don't know. It just depends on the style.
Yeah, or like we were reading the script for Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Yeah.
And there were little parts of it where like you don't there were like jokes and stuff in there that the writer wrote in there that you only see if you're reading the screenplay. Like they don't come into the movie at all, but it's just like in things like the character parentheticals and the stuff like that, and it's just like he puts in little jokes that it's just like you don't see it unless you actually read the screenplay. And I think that's funny and kind of interesting.
All right.
So yeah, we're pretty good. We should.
So, overall, I think it's a good experience. I think it's a good experience. It's kind of a generic thing to say.
Yeah.
It's nice to sort of like flex your writing muscles.
Oh hell yeah! It makes me want to do more.
Yeah.
It really does. It makes me just want to be like, shit, man, we should like do more after this. Like, it's really nice. Yeah. Isn't this like with this like writing, this like software we found is actually like incredible, and it's just like so helpful, and everything's just going really smoothly, and it's pretty good. And this week we have much less like distractions. Like last week you went to work like 3 times or something, but this week you only go to work once, so we can work in the evening and stuff.
Yeah, we can work through the evening.
Yeah,
so
things like that. Yeah.
We should probably what we're planning on doing is, or what we should probably do is we should stop by the school and talk to Mr. Cummings about shooting and things like that, because we need to know his availability for being like a cameraman and stuff.
Yeah. I think before we do that, though, we do need to plan out the shots, because a lot of them we just might not need a cameraman. And I think, okay, especially, I think when we, because we're going to have to shoot the beginning of it down here.
Yeah.
So what my thinking was that, like, I think we could do that in basically just, like, a day. Because it's only going to be, like, a couple minutes long, you know what I mean, the scene. So, like, and we're gonna have to be like moving a bunch of stuff around, you know what I mean? So like I think we should plan on just doing that in like one day, so we can like, move everything, get our stuff, and then move it back so we can start working again. You know what I mean? And it would be okay if it took like longer than a day, but it's just like we're gonna have to like move our like workstations and stuff. So yeah, I don't think that would be difficult though.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, I think.
Get what we need in here.
Yeah, I think this is kind of like, it fits where the scene is. It works. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
What next?
I don't know. I think we're good.
Yeah.
We just have to finish up the script, and then after that, I guess what's our next step? Like planning shots and stuff. Yeah.
Planning shoots and then.
Okay. Mr. Cummings. We met with Mr. Cummings, and that was super helpful.
Yeah.
He taught us like a class. I'm like, I don't know why that's not I don't know why that's not an elective, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it this summer, right? We're
Yeah.
gonna do our camp.
Yeah.
And we could just do that basically. That's gonna be great, dude. That's gonna be great. Okay, so yeah, so we're good. We're done. Ava, say hi. Ava. Ava. Hi. Hi, baby. Okay.